I'm Tom, Tom's daughter. No, not my daughter. Just two idiots in a car talking about stupid shit. It's not going to help anyone's mental health. People are crazy. This is a start. Wish us luck.
Is my name necessary or not?
Hello.
Hello!
I still can't do that.
After you said good afternoon, then you were ready, and then I was like,
So, good afternoon from Melbourne.
oh, we're in Melbourne.
We're in Melbourne.
Makes sense. It's so rainy.
Today's topic: watching horror stories or movies to calm yourself down.
Why are we talking about such a weird topic?
Well, it's definitely something you do, less for me. I don't really watch a lot of horror stories.
Yeah, I think the other day we were talking, and I had to hang up the phone, and I'm like, okay, I need to watch a horror movie to calm down. Somebody thought it was a good idea to.
It is a very interesting idea. I don't know whether other people do this. Like, someone here tells me it's a relaxation method by watching horror movies. It goes against any conventional wisdom because horror movies usually make people on the edge. But apparently this one here finds relaxation and calmness by watching scary movies.
Yeah, every day you're overstimulated anyway, and then you watch a horror movie. Then maybe you get more stimulated, and then afterwards you're okay.
Okay, so we're going to explore why people might do it, why it might be it's a good idea, and may not be a good idea for you. So we're gonna do both sides of the argument.
Well, I'm definitely pro. There's no reason not to watch horror movies.
I may have some cons, but we'll see.
That's a you problem.
Yes. When I was young, I used to be scared about scary movies, and there was times that I wouldn't go to a dark room. I was like, there may be something in there.
I still don't like dark rooms. After I watch a horror movie, I jump on my bed in case there's a monster under the bed.
Oh, good God. And you still want to watch horror movies?
Yeah.
You see the disconnect in that?
Hey, the world is a messed up place. Let me watch my horror movies.
Okay.
I'd rather be scared of my life from the monster under my bed than having to face the real life problems, okay?
Okay.
I prefer my monster under the bed.
The monster under the bed?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that just grabs you and drags you under the bed in a world that doesn't exist.
Okay, question here. Do you have a favorite horror movie?
Oh, favorite horror movie?
Hmm.
I think because it's close to the Halloween things.
It is Halloween.
Yeah.
So it's the right time to speak about this topic, yeah.
True, it is. So the Halloween movies are
It
pretty
is,
good.
yeah.
I do like Freddy Krueger
Of course.
and Freddy vs. Jackson. I rewatch that at least once a year.
Freddy versus Jason. Not
sorry.
Jackson.
Jackson, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
I'm operating on 4 hours sleep. Don't expect too
You
much.
do that all the time. It's nothing new for you. Calm down.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I have a favorite, but there's some movies that makes it really funny for me.
Well, I like my trash horror movies. One of my friends just sent me another trash horror movie where they're in the woods. I think it's coming out this month or next month.
Behind the Woods.
I don't know what it is, but they're in the woods.
In the Woods, okay.
And somebody, like a group of kids camping, the usual thing. One girl gets injured, somebody finds them, takes them in, and they're a little bit... Their IQ might be under 80, let's put it that way.
Okay.
But they try to help her, and then her friends see that she's there, and they think they're holding her hostage, even though they're helping each other, whatever. And then they try to rescue her. And in the process of trying to rescue her,
Yeah.
they kill themselves. Because they're so scared of something that they keep running, one of these guys, and then he runs into something and kind of kills himself because it goes through his heart, and the other one wants to prevent him from putting her in one of these tree cutting machinery thingies, and then he trips and falls on himself.
The wood chipper, of course.
And then they try to help him and pull him out, and it looks like they're murdering him. So that one, that is probably my favorite type. Trash horror movies is the best. But I have to say, good movies
Yeah.
are probably the Conjurings. The
Conjuring.
They are horror movies that even get me on the edge.
Wait.
of times.
The Conjuring is the new series, right?
Yeah, it's not new. It's been there for ages, but
Yeah, I think I have watched the last one, the most recent one in the theater.
I haven't seen that one yet. I
Yeah,
wanted
it was
to.
okay. I mean, the issue with scary movies for me is like it follows the same old pattern. Like there's some kind of device or something that is possessed or connected to some kind of spirit, and somebody goes and picks up this stuff from some godforsaken place, and it always goes to the kids.
Yeah, because kids are innocent. They're easy to infiltrate.
Of infiltrate. Wow.
To possess. words, okay?
Okay. So yeah, it either goes to the kids or to
Weak old ladies.
that's possible, or the mothers for some reason. And even if it goes, it has a preference for females. Like boys are not really touched. Like nobody cares about the boys. It mostly goes to the girls.
Young boys are always the main one. There's not.
No, it's always a young girl. It's always a young girl. You can look at any Conjuring movies. It's always a young girl who gets possessed.
Then you have Insidious, which is mostly guys, I think. But doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I have a funny story to switch the topic.
Okay.
So horror movies are very good movies, and I like them.
Mm-hmm.
You can use them
Mm-hmm.
for dates.
What?
On a date. If you go on a date and you watch a horror movies make your heartbeat faster. A fast heartbeat mimics attraction. If you like somebody, your heart beats faster. So you can kind of manipulate dates and horror movies, and then you apparently can get them to like you more because of the heartbeat thing. I don't know what the logic behind that is, but I've heard that. And one of my friends did that. He took me out, or not a friend, one of the guys I dated took me out for a horror movie. And I think that was Insidious as well.
Of course.
The problem was,
Mm-hmm.
I laughed my ass off
Why?
the whole movie because I couldn't take it serious. We were in the cinema, everybody was scared, and I was just trying not to laugh. And he was expecting me to be scared and grabbing his shoulder, holding his hand because I'm a girl, and obviously we're all scared. And
Did he not know that you're German?
I don't know, but I was like there and like, ooh, okay. And he looks at me, he's like, what the fuck, are you scared? I'm like, sure. So that day didn't go like planned. But I love that. It's one of my favorite memories.
Wow.
But after that, I tried to actually do more research because till that day I was never scared of horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since, I watched more and more horror movies, and I actually get into the mindset where they actually scare me. Now horror movies finally scare me because one horror movie ruined a date for me. I had to be scared now. I had to act like a girl.
Ah, Jesus Christ. I mean, I always thought going on a movie date is like always a bad idea because you're not talking to each other.
Yeah, shit. Never do a movie date unless you've been dating for a while.
I made the mistake of going on a second date with a girl on a movie date, but that's completely on me because I thought this movie is going to be great, and it was like it's a really nice story, but it's totally not a date appropriate. Okay, so the story is this veteran who is like 87 years old. Okay, he's in an aged care facility, and it's a D-Day at Normandy. He wants to go there,
Okay.
but the aged care won't let him go there because he's in England. He has to go to cross the English Channel to get there.
Mm-hmm.
So he escapes and goes to Normandy, and he meet other veterans, and it's a really emotional movie where this guy is English, but he meets German soldiers over there, and they have a really good bonding even though they fought each other.
Yeah.
It was a really good movie, and they're all old, so they talk about how they met their wives and all that kind of things. But it was a sad movie too.
Movie dates, especially in the beginning of the dating and stuff, is
That was on me. That was not a good idea.
and you fudged up the settings for the camera. But
What did I do?
it's not the right colors, but it doesn't matter. We can just,
It's fine. It's not about the colors.
but yeah, so there's some movie stories.
So your favorite is a trashy scare movie.
Yeah.
Do I have a favorite?
My latest favorite
Okay.
that I think the third one should be coming out is Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
What?
Winnie the Pooh,
Yeah.
the childhood teddy bear.
Yeah.
And
How did they make that into a scary movie?
Well, the license ran out, and the first people that saw that made a horror movie. Now it has 3 already. There's 3 parts already.
So they made a childhood cartoon into a scary movie.
Oh, it's so good. I love it.
Good. I didn't even know such a thing. So
Nothing the day after I get my tattoo here, that was released, and I asked a friend of mine to send it to me, and it's so good. It's so stupid. The first one is very low quality, low budget, but the second one gets better.
is this like something like Sharknado?
Yeah, not as bad, but similar.
I thought so. When you said Winnie
We're
the Pooh.
talking about trash, okay? I
Okay.
love my trash.
Okay.
And I love Sharknado. Oh, no, I'm more in the mood for a horror movie later.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Sharknado. Maybe tomorrow.
Okay, so I don't think I have a favorite, but there's this scene from one of the Conjuring movies that always made really, I don't know, it was so funny for me. Like, I don't know, I think I probably would have told you, like the first one where the nun appears.
Mm-hmm.
So the nun comes out of a bloody wall or something and goes and attacks the lady who's trying to protect the girl. And this ghost, which is a nun, funnily enough, slaps the mother and say, "How dare you protect the child?" or something. Like, she's the mother. What else is the mother supposed to do than protecting the child? It was so funny. I laughed out loud. But I do like the whole idea about the nun being the villain per se.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and when I was young, I watched Poltergeist, and that was scary.
My mom used to tell me It and American Werewolf were scary. So I got the original DVDs and I watched them, and I was sitting on the couch laughing. She's like, "How dare you laugh? Back in my days, that was scary." And I'm like, "Mom, we have computers that make better effects than this."
But you know what? Have you watched the original video for Thriller?
I don't know.
You have to watch that. Michael Jackson.
I think I have, but I'm not 100%
Oh,
certain.
it is so good. People still get scared watching that, even though But I mean, the song was great. But when I saw the video for the first time, I was like, "Oh, this is so good."
Michael Jackson had some really, really good stuff.
Yes.
That was ahead of time for
Yeah.
his time.
So it's a shame that we don't have him anymore. With the music stuff, not with the other stuff.
Well, that's why I stayed silent for a
I
second.
know,
I'm
I know.
like, okay, interesting statement. But back to horror movies.
Okay.
You say there's something against watching horror movies.
I have so many things against watching horror movies.
There's nothing against
No.
horror movies.
It's okay, there's context here. I can watch horror movies because I don't care much.
Mhm.
You, on the other hand, watch horror movies, then you get scared even more.
Mhm.
And I don't know why. Would you do that? Like, you want to feel less comfortable?
Maybe I want to feel alive.
Well, that's one of the things that we discuss about having a controlled sense of fear. People like to watch horror movies because they have a controlled sense, because they know it's only gonna last for like a couple of hours, then you're fine.
It's not really, because if I'm in the house alone after I watch a horror movie, there's nothing about control, because my imagination goes haywire.
Yeah, that's my thing about you watching horror movies. You remember the day when you slept on my couch and you wanted to watch some horror movies and there was nothing
about Ryan
on.
Reynolds, about being a psycho or something.
Yeah.
That was a good one too. I like that one.
I mean, I don't know.
It's good for relaxation.
Yeah, it could be a relaxation method, as sometimes it can be a distracting thing from whatever that is going on in your life.
Yeah,
if you have a shitty life.
I think I'd use it for distraction as well. I use everything for distraction.
But that's not gonna be a good idea for the long term, though.
How long is the long term?
Yeah,
30 years?
Yeah. I don't know if somebody else do the same thing, like, watching a horror movie to get distracted from real life, or have this.
What's any movie? Even if I'm sitting at home silently, I have a podcast, and that's distraction. But
That's just white noise for you.
It's also a distraction because then my overthinking brain doesn't overthink the feedback loops and all the other things. But I also like to listen to the true crime podcasts before I fall asleep. It's the same category.
That's another thing that I did ask you about. Like, how can anyone listen to someone says, that's how he killed her. That woman was found 16 slashes on her face. She was stabbed multiple times on her torso. Her arm was missing.
Yeah, already get tired. Thanks.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
And how do you sleep to something like that? And
well, somebody said that women like that kind of stuff because it gives them a sense of control and prepared for the real life.
this is so against men, okay? Because you think all of us are like serial killers, and we're gonna come with the knives stashed on our side.
Have you been outside in Melbourne? Excuse of mouth.
That is true story, yeah, with what's all going on nowadays. But yeah, I can see that.
No matter where I go, somebody's getting stabbed or wounded.
That's just teenage kids don't know what.
Yeah, that's the scary part. They're on every train. Yesterday on the train, I was like, okay, where are the teenagers? That's great. No.
Teenagers with clown makeup and running around with slashing everyone else. Yesterday there was something happening at a rugby game. Yesterday or the day before.
There's also something in front of Luna Park in St Kilda.
Oh, great.
There's the city stabbings. Here stabbings, there stabbings.
This was in Broadmeadows, but I don't know. People are being crazy.
You see? You're prepared. If you listen to how these sick people think, maybe you can get away.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, there is women that actually got kidnapped by serial killers, and because they listened to true crime, they didn't respond accordingly to
Jesus Christ.
It's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
If you know how their mind works and you don't give them what you know they want, the control and all of that, the scaredness, and you pretend you're not scared, that can keep you alive long enough for the police to find you.
Okay.
So, there's many pros
So,
for
if
hormones.
there's any serial killers out there, this is like somebody's prepared just to, stay.
One of us is the better serial killer. We'll find out who.
Just stay clear of this person because she's all prepared.
I am. Don't cross me.
Yeah.
Especially not on 4 hours of sleep. Otherwise, you have a problem.
What about the biological aspects we discussed?
Dopamine!
Yeah, apparently you get a rush from watching jump scares, and I don't like jump scares either.
The jump scares are boring. They're so predictable as well.
Yeah.
But
And
if you have that mindset, you're in the movie and you feel it, and then you get scared, your heart beats faster, your body releases.
hey, you said when your heart beats faster, you like people.
Well, there's two. There's fear and there's the attraction. That's why I can't watch horror movies with other people. Maybe I fall in love accidentally, so I watch them by myself.
Wow, that's another issue.
Or maybe I should look in the mirror. Maybe I fall in love with myself.
I mean, when I have had experiences like watching a horror movie, then going to sleep and waking up in the middle of the night because I felt like somebody else was in the room. I have felt that, and I've woken up and I'm like, oh, I can't. Then I would turn on all the lights. I'm like, it takes me like 5 to 10 minutes for me to calm down. Like, yeah, there's no one here. It's just a fucking movie, and just go on. Go back to sleep. But I can. You probably won't.
Sometimes I watch a kids movie after a horror movie. Have you fallen asleep?
See, this is why I don't understand. Like, it's gonna mess you up for the night, and you end up watching
Well,
it.
if I go outside, I open the door, leave the house, and I meet people, that messes me up too.
Wow.
It's a fact. I'd rather be messed up by a horror movie. Like you said, it's controlled being messed up.
It's controlled fear. Okay.
And there's only so much that can go wrong in a horror movie. The world outside is worse. So the horror movie is my safe place, okay?
Maybe you should move to Tibet and be a monk.
When I was 16, I wanted to do that.
That might work in this case because you don't have to worry about anything.
But I need a penis to be a monk.
Why? I'm pretty sure there's female monks there.
Female nuns.
It's gonna be
It's not a
challenging.
monk.
Yeah, it's gonna be challenging for you people.
Sexy.
I know, because it's easier for us to shut up. It's not easy for your people to shut up.
Half the time of the podcast talking, who has the most speaking time?
Yeah, that's because I have more stuff to say.
That's because you're more talkative. It would be harder for you to shut up than it would be for
No,
me
no,
to
no, no,
shut
no.
up.
There's a difference here, okay? I like to say things on the camera, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You are not comfortable in front of a camera, but the moment this thing goes off, who speaks more?
Still you.
No.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. We can have a word counter here, okay?
Yeah.
You're gonna be winning 3-1.
Sure.
Okay? Wait, I have a story about horror movies. My grandfather, my maternal grandfather,
Mm-hmm.
he saw one of these scary movies where there's a ceiling fan. Did you guys have ceiling fan in Germany? Like-
No, we
okay.
don't need these.
You don't
Germany's a
need-
cold country.
yeah,
we don't
alright.
freeze ourselves with a ceiling fan.
Okay, so this fan, 3 or 4 blades rotates, right?
Yeah, I know what the ceiling fan is.
Yes. I mean, I'm explaining this for anyone who doesn't know what a ceiling fan
Just
is.
in case. Maybe we can put a picture in here what a ceiling fan is.
So the story he saw was this fan, or I don't know whether the ghost possessed the fan or the ghost controlled the fan. So the people who wanted to be killed by the ghost, when they sleep, the fan just falls onto their head.
Yeah.
And sometimes it killed them by decapitating people, or sometimes the impact of the fall killed them on their head. Okay. So my grandfather was so spooked out from this. When we were young, we were all lying in different rooms. He would come once we are asleep from his room, and we all had the fans on. And this is India we're talking about. Okay?
He would turn it off.
He would turn it off,
Fair.
and we wake up because we are sweating.
At least you didn't die. Thanks to him, you're still alive.
He was always. Oh
He
dear.
saved you
Yeah, of
multiple
course.
times, okay?
Mhm.
Be grateful.
Oh yeah, of course.
Ungrateful kid.
Yeah, he passed away in 1994, which is what,
The year I was born.
31 years ago. Isn't that great? October 3rd or October 10th, one of those days. It was in October, I remember that.
Oh, about the same time as we are recording this, or same month.
Oh yeah, same
Everything-
month.
Everything was coming together.
I know.
Where's the serial killer?
You don't have a serial killer in that thing. But the thing is, like, have you another thing. There's a book called Sapiens. You have seen that in my house.
Possibly.
Yeah, so the book is about like a brief history of like how humans evolved from Africa to here. So it's like it's an easy read. It's not really in depth, but it tells you the story of how humans invented storytelling. So we would sit around the fireplace, make food, and we will tell these stories. And a lot of stories have these supernatural elements. Held people band together, and banding together helped us survive better because we are in a group. So telling stories, especially stories of supernatural element, have that evolutionary aspect into it.
And the scary things. Have you written the German children's books that I sent you?
You have shown me those things. Jesus Christ.
Have you read, not written? Yeah.
So, if anybody wonders why
German people are messed up.
Germans are the way they are, just look at their children's stories, like the stuff they read when they're young. Like one of the stories I remember, she showed me the book. So this girl, she was not listening to her parents. So she caught fire, and her cats tried to help her, but the cats couldn't do much. So when the parents came back, she was like a heap of ash because she was burned to death.
Yeah. Well, there's a story about the guy who constantly sucks his thumb.
Yeah.
And in the children's book, the parents say, don't do that, somebody's going to cut it off. And in the children's book, you see, I don't know who it was, but yeah, I guess the guy who comes with scissors, they're so big.
Oh, Edward
and he
Scissorhands.
just chucks the thumbs off. And then the boy standing there, 2 thumbs missing, can't suck them anymore. And that's how you learn in Germany that you do not suck your thumbs.
Jesus Christ. I mean, how old were you when you were introduced to all these things?
3 or 4. And you wonder why I watch horror movies. It's comfort.
It's a child. I mean, for me, when I think about my childhood, it's mostly food and things like that. For her, it's Edward Scissorhands cutting off limbs.
It's not Edward Scissorhands. Maybe he was some kind of
Yeah, I
job
know.
related, had big scissors, the barber or whoever.
But I do remember that picture of that guy, but that was scary. Like,
It's not that Germans are really. We don't sugarcoat stuff.
no.
It's the worst fucking story in the world, and it's scary as fuck. But we have children's songs that are about the hunter comes out because a fox has stolen his geese.
Yeah.
Okay, the story is like the fox has stolen his geese, la di la di la,
Mm-hmm.
and then the hunter gets mad, gets a gun, and shoots the fox. That's a kid song. Easy.
Wow.
It's realistic. There's no German that is not realistic.
It's like Sparta, but in a different way.
Fair point.
Like Spartans looked at kids and they were like, oh, this is not physically fit, chuck them out. But you people are like, no, we have to raise mentally fit people, so we're gonna teach them the realities of life from a very young age.
I don't know if that makes you mentally fit or totally delulu, but it's the way of getting raised at home. Yeah.
So yeah, sometimes people say, I am so happy that I was born in Australia, or like places like I'm so happy I was born in India or Africa, whatever. I don't think Germans say that a lot. Like
I think a lot of Germans say that, but I think a lot of Germans don't realize that all the other countries produce weaklings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adding to this, I heard something a couple of weeks ago that the current German army chief or something said that they're going to raise the most strongest army in Europe. And it was again, you remember that guy who's the German guy who's with a Jewish girl, and
Oh yeah.
he was like, do you remember what happened the last time when we raised the strongest army in Europe?
I don't think it's possible. The work ethic of most people nowadays is lazy. It's like, I want a 4-day week. I don't want to work more than 25 hours and get paid. There's no strong armies anymore.
Well, you never know. Some days there may be a reckoning.
Well, at least we have a chance because we're not a country full of weaklings. We face death before we speak.
Again, you're just born 60 years too late. That's what I always say. No, 80 years too late.
So my choice.
You would have been so much valuable a great while ago.
I would have been killed because I'm not the perfect little princess that the prince wanted.
Why not? You're perfect.
This prince that would have married me and tried to rape me on the wedding night would have died.
Yeah, I get that. You don't have the blue eyes, but you have the yellow hair. That makes you perfect.
I'm German, I'm perfect anyway.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Okay. Any more facts for the horror movies other than the cultural backgrounds, the dopamine hit, the relaxation after?
Yeah, those are the main things. It's an escape from reality. I know that, and it has its fun elements into it. Like when you look at that, it's a sense of urgency, danger, and everything, and you get that release, and you're like, oh, it's all good. It's contained. The possession is over.
You see, it's calming. It's relaxing. It's calming. That's what I'm gonna do tonight.
I did watch The Exorcism of Emily Rose, or the first one, or The Exorcist. The
There's
first,
so many. You need to be specific.
The
Emily
original.
Rose, I know.
the original Exorcist.
Yeah.
So I watched that movie, and the main thing that struck me in that movie is like the lack of the background score, because back then that was not a big thing. Now every movie has a really deeply sounding or like horrifying score that comes with it. If you look at the Conjuring movies, when they do the title there is that like I don't know how to say that. What do you call that noise? Like it's like a scream.
Eerie.
Yeah, it's like an eerie scream that rises with the name The Conjuring.
Well, that's the thing. Music has
So
the
much of an impact.
availability
Yeah.
to make feelings happen before anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, use music right.
And it will stick with you for a long
Even
time.
One of my friends in Texas, she made a movie.
Mm.
One was a normal movie, just about basically factual movie about the environment, the trees and whatever. Then out of the sudden, she put some airy music under it, black and white, and it was a horror movie.
Oh.
So from a fact-based movie about how the trees grow and whatever, you can turn it into a horror movie with the right music.
Oh yeah.
It's quite funny. But I don't have time to play around with this stuff anymore, unfortunately. One day.
You know what? Maybe you should color change this video into a horror movie.
Okay.
Like maybe put some black and white and maybe put some eerie music to it.
Yeah, we just need to record a couple of your screams later. Let's see how that goes.
Overthinking Overseas goes dark and gloomy.
Well, that just is too much fun to be dark and gloomy. We need to add some more gloominess.
Oh, maybe you should add some jump
scares.
Well, I can add my favorite date story.
Which is?
I think I told it at the event the other day. I went on one of the dates. One of the dates. With a guy who brought up a stupid topic about if I'm not afraid to be murdered on a date or whatever. It was quite fun. So we were in my car.
Oh, the serial killer thingy.
Yeah. We were in my car and I played music. And there's these fake Backstreet Boys that are dressed like all the horror movie characters.
Mm-hmm.
And they changed some songs into slashing bodies and stuff. So I started that playlist after he asked me that. And I just glanced over and I'm like, well, what are the odds of two serial killers being in the same car? And then it's all a matter of fact who's the better one. Yeah. He didn't like that too much.
he probably having his own podcast somewhere. Like I went out with a girl from Germany. She was a serial killer, man.
Just the music freaked him out so much. It's just the Backstreet Boys music.
But you know, things like that really freak people out. Like it may be some one of their favorite songs, and now he's like, ooh.
I love it. Slashing bodies. Or I Kill You That Way. One of my favorites.
I'll kill you that way.
The Backstreet Boys song, I Kill You That Way. I love these songs. They're too good.
Well, if you have watched this, the video of Everybody, the song that everyone knows, that is a scary thing. Like the whole video is about being a ghost.
Yeah. But it's so much better if they sing stuff with like, I set you on fire with gas and my life.
See, someone knows the entire lyrics of that bloody song, so there you go.
I love it, okay? There's no other way to put it.
Okay, question. In Germany, I'm pretty sure there's German ghost movies or scary movies.
Oh, I just recently watched a German horror movie on Netflix.
Okay.
That was
How do you make the ghost appear? Is it like a usual pattern you guys follow, or?
Most of these things are old folks' tales. So most of the stories are somebody got buried in the house and they just haunt the house forever. Like that kind of stuff.
Okay, and when the ghost appears, do they have any special features or characters that?
No, they just kill you. They're just efficient. Like
Because they're German.
There's some rivers that have ghosts inside, and if you camp near the river, you get killed at night if you go for a pee, and you're just done. You disappear.
So you go to pee, and something comes out of the water and drags you into the water.
Well, there's no stories. The people just disappear.
So no one knows what happened to them.
No, they just disappear. There's certain rivers where a lot of people disappear, so there's a ghost. A ghost hunts these rivers, and if you go at night, camp near the river, and you go out for a pee, some say it's kind of that nymph thing that sing a song, lure you into water, drown you. But most of these people get found drowned, water in their lungs, dead.
Okay.
So, yeah, the ghost just... We don't know for sure what it is. There's stories of people that have escaped that ghost, but maybe they were drunk, because we're talking about Germans. But, hey... But yeah, there's no pattern.
Okay, I have a submission in this thing. So that's the trope of German horror movies.
It's not horror movies for us. It's more the stories like that get passed on generation by generations. Like every certain town in Germany has their old tales.
Okay.
Like there's a certain house where a cat was buried, and that cat apparently does something creepy. Or there's all these old castles that have ghosts. It's not movies per se, it's just real life superstitious stories.
When I was in Scotland, there was this castle and there was this lady who died there, and there is this mirror, and if you look in an angle, you can see a female face like embossed into that mirror. It's kind of a deformity in the mirror, like, but it looks like a female face. I remember that. But people, I mean, this lady died, I don't know, like 1500 years ago. It's called the Green Witch or whatever. Kids these days, because it's a folklore over there, they still draw. It's like a kind of a thing around those people. So they draw this green lady witch, kids, and they come to that castle and puts it around that mirror all the time. So it's kind of a thing that people do. So there was like so many pictures of this.
Yeah, even when you know Game of Thrones, I think the King's Way, with the trees and everything where they go through, where they're traveling. These trees are in Ireland, I think.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
And in
The
these
Enchanted
trees,
Forest.
there's supposed to be a ghost as well.
Yeah. There was
So-
so many things from that thing that unanswered, yeah.
And that's not a Game of Thrones story, that's just
Yeah, I get
a
that.
story from the country and the place it is. So
Okay, so
I
I'll
think
tell
the
you.
Grey Lady is what the ghost is called.
There's something like that, yeah. But I'll tell you a story about how Indian scary movies or horror movies, especially in film, okay? I grew up in Kerala, and this is quite common around those kind of areas, like Kerala, all the other states and everything. The ghost predominantly is the female who was in the, I don't know, 15 to 35 kind of an age,
And
okay?
he was killed and mistreated and now kills
Okay.
everybody else.
And she comes back to life, and she'll always wear a white sari. It has to be white.
I think in most countries the ghosts appear in white clothes.
Yeah,
Makes
because no colors, right? And they will not have their hair tied, because when you are alive, you would have your hair tied and styled up and everything. Yeah, no, you're different. But maybe you're a ghost, who knows?
Well, that would make sense. That would make sense why I creeped that guy out too.
Exactly. So the ghost comes back for revenge, and she kills all the people who killed her. Then she finally disappears into the stars because she has attained what she set out to do, and she's done, and she goes away. There was a movie, but this was one of the funniest thing in that. But in this case, a guy dies. This is a remake of a movie in Hollywood, but they changed a few things. A guy dies. His heart is implanted onto someone else. So the guy who got the heart can see the ghost, and the ghost is set out to prove that how did he die, because everyone thought that was an accident, but he was murdered. And finally they find out that he was killed by his best friend, and the guy who got the heart manages to kill the villain with the help of the ghost. And everyone would think, oh, this is the end of the movie, right? No. What happens is the villain becomes a ghost himself. Then the villain's ghost and the guy who died previously, who was already a ghost, and the ghost have a fight each other.
Dee-loo-loo. I mean, I've heard about that people that got organ transplants. Like there was somebody who committed suicide and their organs were donated. And the guy who got, I don't know which organ was, committed suicide a year later, the same day the previous guy did. So
Good God. Who knows? It's funny, like maybe you have watched Friends, right?
No, what's Friends?
There's an episode where Joey gets a brain transplant.
he needs it. And I don't think it worked.
A brain transplant. I guess some people might, require that every now and then.
Hey,
But yeah,
I would change my brain sometimes if I could. But it's not there yet. Maybe next year.
when Einstein died, they took his brain and preserved it in, I don't know, hundreds of pieces, because they wanted to study like what made him such a genius. And there was like an area of his brain was in much larger than other people, So that made him visualize things that generally people can't visualize. That's why he was able to crack all these things. But yeah, it's all about the mind, it's all about the brain. That's pretty much all I want to say. Anything more?
There's nothing against watching horror movies. That's the conclusion.
If you're happy to watch horror movies for the fun of it, please do. But
You had no solid argument why you shouldn't watch a horror movie. You teased this as there's pro and cons. There's no cons.
well, the con is like if you feel uneasy afterwards, might not be a good idea.
Train your heart for potential heart attacks.
That's the German, okay? I can't really follow that advice.
I follow that. And I will in about 6 hours.
Alright.
Watch
Bye
a
bye.
horror movie. Enjoy your Halloween.
Happy Halloween to everyone. Bye bye.